and Kristen Stewart as she made her way down the red carpet. Kristen, of course, promoting her film On the Road. This is the Jack Kerouac novel made into a big screen film. A lot of buzz about this film. Kristen, of course, in the headlines lately for a scandal involved a director and a huge public apology to her partner, then partner, Robert Pattinson. But she wanted to turn the page clearly. She was vested in this film, happy to talk about it. I caught up with Kristen and her co-star, Garrett. Here's that interview.
I wish Dean wasn't so crazy now.
You could be wishing that the rest of your life.
I just want a house. Baby. You know, something normal. I really do want that.
What a pleasure to meet you guys.
Same here.
Tell me about the research, Kristen. I'm going to start with you. Your character, Mary Lou, is based on Luann in the book. Tell me about your research and how you went about finding out about her.
Well, of all the characters in the book, she doesn't have, there's not too much about her that's readily available on the internet or, you know, in really, like, in anything. There's one picture online, I think, that I found. I mean, there are a few if you really dig deep, but basically my impression of her from what I could gather myself before I hopped on with Walter and was given, like, unbelievable resources. She was just blonde. Do you know what I mean? I was like, God, I need to know more about this, the woman behind the character, because she is sort of in the book fairly on the outskirts of things. You don't know what's going on inside of her all the time. She's a very vivid, really interesting, colorful, magic character. It's just that you kind of want to know, like, how could you do those things? How could you actually be that? I wanted to know her more, and I spent time with her daughter, which was honestly the most incredible. I mean, being a fan of the book and then being allowed to know all the whys and sort of feeling like you're helping tell their story with them rather than doing a story about them and then hoping they'll like it. It's like having everyone involved was really, you know, like On the Road, just a very together, really great experience.
You spent some time with Neil Cassidy's son, John, right? And that's how you kind of found out about the man your character is based on, Garrett.
You know, the years prior to even meeting John, there was still wonderful material. I mean, of course, the book, and then all the writings he did. He wrote a book called The First Third, which is essentially like his childhood and grown up, and also involved a lot of personal letters that he'd written to Carolyn, to Jack, to Luann, to Ginsberg, and those were all very personal and private. And then meeting John, me and Walter drove to San Francisco, and I just had like a pad of questions, and we sat there for about 5-6 hours going through, and you know, besides the questions, he was able to tell personal stories of his father that, you know, no one's heard before.
Spoke to Walter, and he said that the glue that really held this together was the fact that you guys were so passionate about what you were doing. If the passion wasn't there, he said the whole project would have fallen apart.
I think I've really never seen a group of actors, like a cast. I think we would all lay down in the street and let Walter walk over us. Like, I mean, I've also really never seen any. I mean, I've worked with a lot of really great directors. Walter's ability to, I would do anything. Honestly, I would do anything for him, and it's not. It's based, and it's based on something that's so. It's like, it is that shared energy. It's like we like this thing for the exact same reasons, and so for that, I want him to lead me anywhere he wants to go.
Walter was one that, I mean, he put so much blood, sweat, and tears into this film. It's you know, remarkable.
It makes you feel very safe because it's like all the work's been done. You're doing it in the right environment, and it is a fairly extreme film, obviously. So to do it with him is like pretty awesome.
Well, it was incredible. Thank you so much, and congratulations on the film. Pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, same here.